All right, Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Brothers, coming to you again with this truth. First and foremost, we love to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash, which is to say all praises to the Heavenly Father and His Son, when the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. All right. We love to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, the true leaders of all Israel on earth today, whether you can receive it or not. All right, much love, salutations to the Akim scattered abroad across the four corners of the earth, pushing His word in sincerity and in truth, risking their lives and freedom to do so. All right, to you, we say shalom. My honor fellow servant, Rashad, as well as the brother.
Shalom, shalom.
We two brothers of the GMS Cleveland branch come together with another quick and hopefully edifying lesson. All right, speaking on some current events, speaking on some prophecies, all right, and correlating them with scripture, man. All right, and we were briefly speaking off camera. You know, there's a lot of judgment taking place right now. You had, in recent weeks, you had this situation in Atlanta, was it? If I'm not mistaken, that was Georgia with that Asian killing spree that took place.
The massage parlors.
Yeah, and recently you had in Colorado. So with the recent uprising of gun violence, you got now this article that I just seen on RT News. I'm gonna read the headline. It says Obama calls on Biden. Says people with power should finish his job and ban assault weapons. Which we know that this is going to stir a lot more of the pot because you got a lot of gun-toting Edomites, man. All right, who put their trust in it. That's their blessing. That's their sword. And here it is. They're trying to ban assault weapons. So what is going to lead to? More riots, more sedition, more insurrection, more revolting, rebelliousness. You see, people protesting for their what? "Quote-unquote Second Amendment rights."
Yeah, that's the spirit because the prophecy said that people going to fight one with swords in their hands.
Right.
So no matter what they try to do to try to, you know what I'm saying, it's all going to go back to the Constitution that you devil set up, which we know is going to be null and void. But, you know, you got patriot Americans that actually believe in the Constitution, whether it be a sheriff, a sheriff's deputy, the one who own a corporal, whatever, a judge, you know, a federal judge, whatever the case may be.
Right.
You know? And that's the prophecy in the book of, I believe that's 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter, that said, one people shall fight against another with swords in their hands. So the swords that they play, you know, what's the modern day sword, the gun, they play a major role in the prophecies that's written in this book right here.
That's right.
That said to come to pass, man.
That's right.
You know? Hey, and if I could say this too, every time, you know, I take my Eve to work, you know, every day I drop her, you know what I'm saying, on my way back from dropping her off, it's a house, right? On the street. I take the same street every day, 2 times a day, you know what I'm saying? Unless she driving or got the bus or whatever. It's a house with a big ass sign in the front window that said "Come take it" with a AR-15 on there, man. And I already know it's Esau.
Right.
Oh, hey, this another thing too with the swords, bro. I seen his post, and I'm gonna show the brother and I'm gonna show the camera how Jake feeling about that vaccination. Let me show this real quick. Guns are gonna play a role, man.
Yeah, major role.
Fuck the Maxine, bro. You feel me? Clips, everything. You feel me? So these swords, they gonna play a major role in prophecy, man.
Right.
And
that's the spirit because, you know, we don't necessarily condone, you know, our people to get up in arms. And,
that's right.
You know, we tell our people to trust rather than Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Come back to the living power. He gonna defend us, all right? But nevertheless, like the brother said, it's gonna play a pivotal role in the up and coming
prophecies.
in prophecy in time to come.
Right.
This is 2 Ezra 15 and 15. It says, I start at 14.
Come.
It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
That's right. Whoa. We know what woe mean. Go ahead.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
That's right.
And one people shall stand up and fight against another in swords in their hands. So that's the point, man. Yeah, man, the modern day sword is the gun. All right, and what they're going to be fighting for is going to go on to speak about because of lack of bread and for great tribulation, which we already see it taking place. These famines are ensuing. All right, pestilence is ensuing.
Right.
All right, you got all kind of different tension that's rising. Okay, so what do you think gonna come from it? All kind of, hey, people got a short temper right now.
Yeah.
You know, they on a short fuse.
That's the spirit. I was gonna say, like the saying go, when people have nothing to lose, they lose it.
They lose it.
So the more liberties and the more, you know, quote unquote constitutional and civil rights that you know, gradually take away from the people. You know what I'm saying? This shit, even though it don't seem like it on the surface, that shit got an effect on these people, bro.
It does.
Because of the delusion and the lies of the philosophy and doctrine that you fed them.
That's right.
And they believe in it.
That's right. Such as their constitutional rights.
Democracy.
The first and second
people,
amendments.
we the people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the deception in the Constitution of United States of America. That's who said it. It's a we the people.
Right.
When you look at the Constitution,
Right.
and people come into the realization, well, hold on, this ain't the people. And that's the crazy, bro. The majority of people on the planet Earth, mainly in America, y'all don't have no opinion. You know what I'm saying? Y'all opinion don't matter, in regards to the small 1%, man.
Right, and I was actually watching Elder Malcolm recently today, and he was speaking about how the rest of the world is pretty much revolting against the vaccination and the way
Right.
that the world is headed towards the New World Order and that UBI and everything like that. Pretty much all these other countries around America are revolting and, backlashing, so to speak, against their government officials, whereas American citizens, they're just pretty much going with the flow. You see, they're not, they're pretty much like nonchalant about everything taking place, their rights being taken and everything. All right?
Man, bro. And this is off topic, of course,
No,
but
it's
really
on
it
the
is
spirit.
because it's about that picture I showed with the Jakes. It's in regard to the vaccine, bro. They got the setup at Walmart, bro.
Yeah.
Where people can get the, the Max. So they, they gradually they normalizing getting vaccines in Publix in large areas. Right. I seen this shit
Right.
at Walmart.
Right.
It says post-vaccination seats. They had seats labeled post-vaccination. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth, bro.
And you had a lot of Cleveland cinemas offering free popcorn and Krispy Kreme
Donuts.
offering free donuts for everyone who can come show proof that they've been vaccinated, man.
Right.
So nevertheless, that's gonna again. This is prophecy for one, but it's gonna lead to a lot of
events.
Yeah, it's gonna lead to a lot of rebellion, man.
Yeah, and going back to what we was talking about with that shooting at
Colorado.
Boulder, Colorado. These Edomites, that's what they usually do. We know the Latin order ab chaos. You know what I'm saying? And then they got to keep the people in fear. That's what, like the apostle and the elder Yashawamba did that lesson. Basically showing the litany of the years and all the scared SARS, this and bird flu 2013, H5N1, all the terrorists gonna kill us 2000 and all this shit.
Yep.
So that's a part of the that's a part of the agenda of these red Hebrew Edomites, right? The scare tactics, man.
Yep. It says verse 16, and that's actually how he's been able to be in power so long, by keeping people afraid and keeping them under his might.
Bro, that's the spirit.
Yeah, because he's been, in his secrecy and darkness pretty much is how he's been able to operate. But now that we shine in his light, all right, it's exposing this devil. Hey, man, people are waking up to, because he does the same tactics.
Right.
It's the same exact tactics.
Come on.
He doesn't switch it
the
up.
Same MO.
Yeah, he got the same MO. It's the same thing.
Yeah, no, we was talking about that's the spirit, bro. We was talking about Freddy Krueger. And that's how you know that is, bro, these movies actually have meanings, bro. You know what I'm saying? That movie Freddy Krueger, that really is Esau, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's really Esau. He play on your fear. If you don't fear him, you know what I'm saying? What need out of fear? That's what the scriptures say. What need out of fear? That's why we don't fear these Edomites.
It's an Edom. That represents
Freddy
Esau
Krueger.
because Revelation 6 and 4, he said to take peace from the earth. When he come mess with you, when you're trying to get your rest, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to take your, your little so-called rest from you. You know what I'm saying? Give you nightmares and, attack you and things like that. So, that represents, Esau come up with movies like this, man. But nevertheless, they have other ulterior motives behind it. All right? And like the brother was alluded to, hey, man, he can play off you people's fear. That's why he keeping people afraid. That's why he's coming with like all these different test sites and everything out here because he's starting to try to normalize that, but he knows he's going to get a lot of rebellion when he comes, when he approaches Jake in particular, because that's who he mainly targeted.
Yeah, they showed you that in the movie Bushwick, man. It was a resistance, and that's what they want. They don't want a resistance, man, because they know people, whether it's legal or illegal. People got firearms in this country.
Right.
Like you say, you never know who got a gun.
You never know who do.
Bro, real talk.
Yeah, if you be walking down the street, you might be like in a busy downtown area, and let's say like it's pre-C19 before, all the restrictions and whatnot. You could be walking down the street, you never know who's really carrying concealed. You never know who could have, an AR or a shotgun or something in their pants, whatever. You never really know.
And I recently, bro, at the grocery store, I seen an Edomite chick, bro. She had the strap and tucked in her pants at Dave's supermarket, walking out there, bitch. Which I think, I don't know if that's legal.
I put it like this: you look at any corporation's front doors,
yeah, it tell you that, right?
They'll have the door, but if there's no sign,
you good, okay,
pretty much.
You got it.
So it goes on to say, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and
right.
invading one another. And you alluded to the movie Bushwick, the movie Songbird. Okay, there's a lot of movies out here that showcase sedition amongst men.
Yeah.
All right, and this is about to become a reality. here on the soils of America. It says everything that you seeing, you know, over in the other countries like Venezuela with hyperinflation and people marching and people fighting, looting, and, you know, rebellion against the government, and other countries as well. That's about to soon hit the soils of America, man. It says they shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Yeah, con.
And the course of their action shall stand in their power.
Right. It's gonna be lawlessness.
Right.
And that's the prophecy, and that's why I thought about that with, you know, with that article you were talking about with Biden. I think you was.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I'm mistaken.
It was with Obama and Biden. It says this: Obama calls on Biden, says people with power should finish his job and ban assault weapons. And what?
Yeah, and when that's from?
This was from today.
Okay, con.
What Biden was speaking about was that when he was the quote unquote senator, he got this passed, you know, before. So he feels he can do it again now as the president.
Yeah, tougher gun laws. That's what they want. Because they don't want a resistance. Because they about to roll on people, man.
Real talk.
They about to roll on the citizens. Everybody's a domestic terrorist. And mainly the prophets, starting with the apostle elders, great millstone brothers, who puts his word in truth and in sincerity, and you off Israelite camps, man. And that's the spirit, because you said that's from the day. Here's another article from Newsbreak, Fox News. Biden calls on Senate to pass gun control measures immediately after Boulder shooting.
Right.
Which the president of the NRA, man, they like, bro, they not with that,
they're not
bro.
with it at all.
They like, bro, they you know what I'm saying?
You know what? Actually,
they against this shit, bro.
I've seen,
and a lot of people are really though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of citizens, if you were to, you know, do a process, you know what I'm saying? What is it called? Like a census. If you were to do a census, you know what I'm saying?
Like a poll.
And a poll, you better believe a higher percentage of people gonna want to keep their guns than none, bro. Real talk, bro, because that's what you need scraps for, to protect yourself from a tyrannical government, bro.
That's right.
Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken,
Well, we don't. We don't. Going back what the brother spoke about earlier, you know, we know where our, you know what I'm saying? We're going to push these devils down through the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Right.
As our forefather King David and the prophets and all our ancestors
right, because what the
did.
scriptures say, the weapons of our warfare is not carnal,
There
but
we go.
mighty
That's what I
through
was-
Yahweh,
yep.
Ba'ashem
There we
Yahushua
go.
to the pulling down the strongholds.
There we go.
But nevertheless, that's what they set up their constitution for. All right, and they say what? That their First Amendment is protected by their Second. So the fact that they don't have freedom of speech and the fact that they're taking away their Second Amendment rights, this is going to lead to a lot more tension in the streets, a lot more protests and whatnot, man.
All right.
You was grabbing something?
No, we can, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If you want to keep going on that, I was thinking about something, but
I get ready to I get ready to wrap up after this. This is.
Oh
real
yeah,
quick.
that's what I wanted
Second.
to read.
Okay.
Salakia, this is actually what is it called? A legislation, if you will, that was passed in Venezuela. Is Article 350 of Venezuela. Venezuela's constitution grants citizens the right to resist and resist an undemocratic government. So that's in the Constitution of Venezuela. So what you think in the Constitution of the United States of America when it comes to the citizens resisting an undemocratic or tyrannical government? You feel me? This America. This the Babylon. This is the beauty of the Chaldees.
Right.
You got it out.
Yeah. So hey, man, that's the point. They about to they about to be all kind of lawlessness in the streets, anarchy,
talk,
man.
real talk.
All right, because people is not with being told what to do, such as stand in the house and
Yeah.
such as having their weapons and
Right,
their
bro.
possessions taken from them.
Treating a grown individual like a child, bro. That's one thing an adult don't like.
Right.
Especially Israelites.
Right.
You be treated like a child, bro,
Right.
but then adult for real.
Well, you know what? Who really these children? Esau, Edom.
That's right.
in
That's
the
right.
scriptures. They really these children. So they really gonna be, you know what I'm saying, acting like a child. Like how does a child act when he can't get his way?
Throw a temper
He
tantrum.
throw a temper tantrum. And that's what he do. He's gonna wild out. The Lord will put spirits on
And
him.
that's just gonna get you.
Yeah.
See that? And that's the thing. See, in a black household, Israelite household, child throw a temper tantrum. You know what I'm saying? He get that's our Lord about to. He's gonna throw a temper tantrum. All right, the Lord about to chastise his ass. You know what I'm saying? 40 stripes, save one.
God.
That-
2 Ezra
okay.
15:17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
All right, these things are coming.
Right.
The draconian measures. These devils see that they have a short time. So martial law, this type of thing would they usually institute what? A state of emergency.
Hey,
and
forgive me. I ain't mean to cut
Go
you
ahead,
off, but
bro.
that's the spirit that you mentioned, a state of emergency, because they even got actual footage of them going door to door just checking for weapons.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? I remember there was old footage on YouTube of a woman in her kitchen, an older elderly woman in her kitchen with like a revolver, and they forced her to the ground. And people, they got a lot of backlash because she was elderly. Like, what much damage could she do? But nevertheless, they was going door to door, and that was their sole purpose for, trying to disarm, the citizens, man.
Right, traveling gonna be restricted real soon, bro.
Right.
The highways and all that, the roads gonna be taken over by the military, bro. These are the things that said to come in the scriptures, man.
Yep.
So he ain't gonna be able to go in the city, just like the movie Songbird. If you ain't seen that, it give you a perfect example of the barricades and the checkpoints that's gonna be throughout the cities, man.
So where should your trust lie, knowing that these things is gonna happen, man? All right, this is soon about to become a reality. You gotta look to your Yahweh Shem Yahushua to deliver you from these perilous times coming. Here it is, this devil. He got. Hey, remember a couple years back, he bought all those billions of hollow points and all those
the
caskets and whatnot.
People forget about that, man, because it's so much.
It's so much
bro,
stuff taking place, and he didn't really make it mainstream either.
Yeah.
He tried to put it out there,
suppress it.
Yeah, suppress it. But nevertheless, he's planning on using this stuff, man. All right, here it is. He's going to try to use quote unquote overwhelming force. All right, here it is. He wants to disarm you, but he got all the guns.
Real
okay.
talk.
And all the weapons and all the tanks and drones and all of that.
But really, when you think about it, he don't really got to take people's guns. He got a drone.
Right.
He got an autonomous vehicle that could just come over here and blow you up.
Yep.
And drive a robot to the house and blow that bitch up. It's like, so
really
why? Because they gonna have to use what do they call infantry? Ground troops. That's the first line of defense, if you will. Or when it, when dealing with tactical, or warfare. You know what I'm saying? The infantry. All right? But
two more. It says, verse 18, 2 verse 15 and 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
That's right.
The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yep. And all of these things about to happen, mainly to the 2/3 of the Lord's people, is because they want to be proud, man, against the heavenly against the heavenly Father, man, and his Son. They want to despise the word. They want to follow after the heathen. They want to follow after Satan. They want to bleach their skin. They want to dye their hair blonde.
Yep,
they want to get eye transplants and all this wickedness.
And ultimately, just not seeking the Lord.
There you go.
That's why they're gonna get destroyed. It says, verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword.
That's right.
And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread or for great tribulation.
Right. So, these things are coming. They coming down the pipe fast. These people ain't seen nothing yet, and that shooting, that took place, that's just it relates to the scriptures basically. Right. It relates to the prophecies that were said to happen. All right, but we don't want to say too much. Lord willing, this video be safe. The Heavenly Father protect this video through the Spirit. Because they try to, they try to, come up with take on our videos and edification going out, to the sheep. So, with that,
we're going to give all. No, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to give all praise and glory to you. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Shem Kakadash. Again, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone rule well. Much love, salutations to the Akim scattered abroad across the four corners of the earth, pushing His word in sincerity and in truth, risking their lives and freedom to do so. To you, we say shalom in the Bible.
Shalom, and waffle, ball.
God, shalom.